Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're driving through Halfway Tree. We're on Constant Spring Road right beside the Halfway Tree Transport Center. As you can see, it looks like some cables are being run. Today is a Sunday, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so that will give an idea of what the traffic is like. Yeah, that definitely looks like cables. If you see the persons on the right, not sure what kind of cable. Okay, straight ahead is the Halfway Tree clock and the NCB bank on the left, and this is the heart of Halfway Tree. Okay, this intersection we're coming up on now, if we turn right, it takes us onto Hagley Park Road. So we go straight across, that's Halfway Tree Road. We're on Constant Spring Road, and the left, the road that we're passing there, that's Hope Road. But that's a one-way coming down, so we wouldn't be able to turn there. We just passed the York Pharmacy, which is probably the most popular pharmacy in Halfway Tree. When you think of Halfway Tree, what the most popular place is naturally the Halfway Tree Transport Center. Up to 250,000 people a day, during the week of course, use the Halfway Tree area. And probably the clock is another very popular landmark. On the right you can see that Tasty building, and that building was originally a McDonald's. Yes, McDonald's, not the McDonald's that's in the US, but there was a restaurant there by the name of McDonald's. And when McDonald's from the US came to Jamaica, I don't know if they went to court or what, but there was an issue because there was already a restaurant in Jamaica by the name of McDonald's. And long story short, McDonald's from the US had to buy out the local McDonald's restaurant so that they could use the name McDonald's in Jamaica. So McDonald's came to Jamaica, set up a few restaurants, but they never did well, surprisingly. Not sure what happened, but they eventually closed down and Tasty took over that location. It's kind of ironic because McDonald's is one of the largest franchises in America, and so is Burger King. McDonald's is actually bigger than Burger King in America or worldwide, but Burger King came to Jamaica and did so well. The Burger King in Halfway Tree has a record for the most sales for an opening of any Burger King in the world. And McDonald's came and never did well, and they eventually closed down and left. That is very strange. If anybody has any idea, if anybody can remember those days, because it was a while back, and you have any thoughts as to why McDonald's failed in Jamaica, leave a comment in the section below, because I'm most curious. I don't know if a study or anything was ever done, but I never heard any solid reason as to why they didn't do well in Jamaica. And when Jamaicans go away, one of the first things they buy is McDonald's. Very strange. Okay, we're now on Halfway Tree Road, heading towards Crossroads. And so many other fast food restaurants come to Jamaica and do so well. Subway is doing well, Wendy's is doing well, Starbucks is here. Very strange. I think Taco Bell came to Jamaica too and eventually closed down and left. But Taco Bell I can understand, because tacos are something new to Jamaica, and in Jamaica, you know, patty basically run things. As you can see, talking about patties, that's Tasty on the right now. We're going to turn and look at the facility. This is their head office. This is where they bake all the patties. And patties do very well in Jamaica. It's actually the main lunch in the schools. A few years ago, well, I don't want to age myself, but when I was in prep school and high school, okay, this is part of the tasty facility in front of us. At lunchtime, it was a patty. I don't know if that's why Jamaicans love patty so much, because they grow up on the patty in schools, but during the week, this place is extremely busy. Now, Tasty is the largest supplier of patties in Jamaica. Juicy Beef came along after Tasty and set up a lot of stores around the place, especially in the country parts, and they did very well. So you find that Tasty is now setting up stores, more stores or locations, but Tasty was always the number one seller of patties, and the reason behind that is the Tasty's main market wasn't selling patties in the stores, it was selling patties in the schools, and that's more a distribution system. So other than the name on the box, you would have no idea. You don't need a store or anything. So that location there would bake all the patties and then send them off to the schools, and that made Tasty, even though Juicy Beef had more stores at one time, Tasty still sold more patties than anybody else. And since obviously we're talking about food today and less on the road, but in America, places like New York, Miami, that have large Jamaican populations, they don't have a Tasty store, they don't have a Juicy Beef store, which again is very strange. I don't know. I know Island Grill tried to open locations in Florida, that's in the USA, and it didn't work out. They ended up closing them. And in the US, there's a company called Golden Crust, which sells patties, and they do very well. It was $1 million company, US millions. And it's very strange that Juicy Beef or Tasty don't have stores in America. Very strange. I don't know if anybody has any idea why that is, but these companies, they don't, but I shouldn't say they don't, but they're more family owned, so you find that you don't have like a franchise model for like a Burger King or a McDonald's. So I don't know if that has something to do with it, but I personally love patties, and I think a Tasty patty or a Juicy Beef branded store, I should say, a Tasty branded store or a Juicy Beef branded store would do extremely well in the US, especially in areas where you have a large Jamaican population. Alright guys, I don't know how we ended up talking about fast food restaurants today, but I hope you liked the video. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Have a good day.